This truthfully is an emergency broadcast today. Um, so many shakeups are occurring, and you might be tuned into this, and you might have pain in your body. You might be seeing everything in your life go the opposite way. And in today's lesson, I'm going to explain to you. You might want to get a pen and paper out for what I'm going to be teaching today. I'm sure there's many people that are feeling these ascension symptoms in their body, and not only do we go backwards, for like some of the things that we do in our life, our work, our physical body might go backwards as well. And you might have to start all over again. In the past month, we were rocked with heavy solar activity, and the blast affected us. And there are people, maybe you lost weight, maybe you felt, your body system shifted. And if you're a person, that's why I really encourage people to know thyself, to be active. And if you really know the ins and outs of your body, if you're conscious and aware of your point of homeostasis, you could know that something is different. Okay, your back is toast, Midge. The lower back represents support. A lot of us feel like we're not supported. So if you are feeling the lower back issues, that comes from lack of support. So this is going to be a very powerful message today, especially if you are going through these pains. People are feeling it across the world. It's a very uncomfortable time. You could see it in the extreme. It's really a time of extremes when you see the extremes when it comes to the weather. And you're going to feel extremes in your body. So I appreciate everyone. We're live. If you could kindly just click the like button, it allows others to get this very powerful information. And if you really are on this journey of, don't you want to see what's on the other side? Don't you want to experience a totally different reality? Well, in order to do so, we have to go through this. You might feel like you're going through the ringer. Not only right now, but you've been going through this for months. You could raise your hand in the chat if you are feeling that. And this message is to thoroughly break down the pain that you might be experiencing in the body, certain areas, and that reality itself is moving backwards. I appreciate that, Molly Cooper. I appreciate that. It's the simple things in life, Molly, that get us going. It's the simple things in life. One of the things, and I'm gonna kind of build to it because I want to get as many people live as I'm speaking about it. The ringing in the ears has been unbelievable. So you might be a person that maybe you've never had ringing before. All right, my ears have been ringing for a while, but to see it when you sit quietly in a room and you hear the tones that are coming from your skull, it's truthfully remarkable, the sounds. And until you actually have these experiences, when you hear or experience the sounds, or if you see things with your own eyes, it's very powerful. The spine feels locked, very stiff. So you could be right now feeling that your spine is locked. For me, it's usually very easy for me to crack my spine, adjust my spine, loosen up. But it's almost like the spine is locked, very stiff, and you could feel the stiffness. I got a little one right there. You could feel the stiffness in the back. And you might feel it will go all the way down to the base of your spine. Also remember that the lower back represents support. We kind of feel like, It's truthful. So there's a little bit of an aggravation that's bubbling up. The Holy Spirit fire is bubbling up inside of you, and you say, I absolutely can't believe day after day that this, whatever it is that you're going through at your level, is still going on. And there is a main thing that has to happen, and your cellular memory. We're going to get very deep right now. Your cellular memory, your trillions of cells, and the memories, and the signature that it holds, it has to be replaced. So, are you on this today? And are you feeling that you lost? Take care of the troll. I'm sorry, guys. Take care of the troll. So before I continue, so you're going to see worthless people in society. They don't have a picture of their face, and they come in. So that person, just so you know, they had to click subscribe for 20 minutes just to do that. So if you're a beta male in society, I want the whole world to understand the behavior. Okay, I'm out here. I'm trying to help other people, and they're so broken inside that they have to, I set it so that you have to click subscribe, and you have to be subscribed for 20 minutes. So that person clicked subscribed, waited there for 20 minutes just so that they could do that. So if you're getting this right now, you have to understand that there is going to be, isn't that incredible? I didn't even realize I'm that powerful. I didn't realize that so when you're getting this attention, attention is the currency of the universe. You become their God. So know this as we are going on. Molly Cooper writes, that's very creepy. So and I appreciate everyone that's the moderators in the chat, and everyone that's part of the community. Siren writes, hate motivation can be very strong. It's a very strong thing. So listen, I've been going through this for years, and that's why I'm grateful for the full community support every time you click the like button, because there's literally people that have nothing else better to do with their life, and they'll click subscribe, sit there for 20 minutes just so that they could do that. Isn't that amazing? Leave comments what your thoughts on that is. So, and I try to motivate people. You got to do something with your life. Every day, I get out, I'm improving the lives of other people. Every day I wake up in the rising. What are you doing with your life, bro? You got to get out of your mother's basement. You got to start building. You got to start teaching. Any of the things that I'm speaking right now, if it resonates, you got to keep pushing this video forward. All right. So, a lot of people might have gone through weight loss, in the past, range of time, a month. And you feel like this, the sick feeling. You might feel like your nervous system is being reset. Your nerves are shot. You might feel weakness. All right. And I'm here and you might have to start all over again. So I went through this, went through the weight loss, took a back step in the gym. And now we have to have this feeling I have to start all over again. And I've shared this many times. The ascension energy, these symptoms, all this crazy stuff overrides everything. Overrides everything. I am very on point with my my diet, my wellness, supplements, so on and so forth. None of these things matter. Okay, I'm pristine with these things. Every rising, I get up early, right? Start my supplementation. I'm training. I'm getting the meals in, and you have to do this at a level to sustain the level for a sustained period of time, for months. And then when the switch hits, all of a sudden you lose, and there's nothing that you can do. So that this autophagy, this purge that happens in the body. I appreciate the unconditional love, Midge. That purge that happens, it can't be stopped. So I could feel this. I felt this for a while. I'm starting to feel the difference. So if you're a person, maybe you are a person that works out in the gym, and, I could feel my muscle bellies, and I could feel that, your mind muscle connection is what we call it. I could feel like there's almost like a numbness, and this was going on for a period of time. and your body is like clearing out a lot of the past. Okay, I have full video on autophagy. That's why I spend time in the sauna. I kind of assist it along. Recently in this cold, I go, secondary time to go sit in the infrared sauna in the evening and, try to assist it along. Okay. Cliff, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support and cheers to you, brother. Very grateful. So we go through this time period, and that's why, the pains that we go through, and you have systems, all different systems, okay? Circulatory system, I'm reading hormonal system, all the systems of the body. When we have this blast of energy, so solar flash energy, okay? You might be new, okay? We're being bombarded already. The year just started with these solar flares. Okay. And this energy, electromagnetic energy, which is beyond the visible light spectrum, right? We're third eye blind. That was a tremendous band years ago. We're actually blind to most of the lights of this universe. It doesn't mean that they don't exist. So this energy that is coming through, and it's beyond the visible light spectrum, it is affecting you, and it's giving you the light codes. You ever hear about light codes? Are you a spiritual person? Are you an ultra spiritual person? And you learn about light codes, right? I'm going to take it to the next level today. So you hear about light codes. You go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, and you got all the spiritual people talking about light codes. Okay, it was a tremendous band, right? I'm so happy when people get my jokes, okay? Electra's in the house. All the superheroes are here. So your DNA receptors, okay, so 93% of the function of your DNA is responsible for light and sound reception and transmission. And if we think about it in this time period, and we could see this, we're on different continents right now. So I'm not even close in the vicinity of some of you, and we all kind of went through this purge all at the same time, all around the world. Okay, so there really is nothing that I can do to when you go through this. You got to leave the ego at the door. You got to let the body do what it has to do. But all we could do is assist it along and let the body do what it wants to do. All right. So there was nothing I could do to, say, quote unquote, gain weight. All right. Like, for example, I have to get my creatine from Germany. The German creatine is a better quality creatine. It's actually very important for women. More and more women are, becoming aware of this cognitive function. All right. And this is not like the junk stuff. Years ago, they'd have this stuff like Celtec, it was called. It had all this sugar in it. And of course, and that's why I stayed away from it for a long period of time. And then I started studying. That's why I do every single day. I'm studying these things. So it doesn't matter all the supplementation, all the healthy stuff that I do. We just went through a time period where we went backwards. So I hope this lesson is really making sense. So you might have went backwards. Your body shifted function. Now you're going into a like a catabolic state or autophagy, and you feel lousy, right? And did you feel lousy? And you got to assist it along. The only thing, I'm constantly on my detox. Because we're all going through these changes, all right? The daily thing, I talk about it all the time, is the clean slate. Okay, the link is in the description. I'm constantly detoxing regardless of the state. When you think of the world, there was a lot of people on Facebook Reels, okay, hit me up on Facebook, that were showing all this stuff, especially with the wacky weather that we're experiencing. Now, all that stuff that collects, maybe on the cars, maybe you've seen all the stuff that the guy was boiling down the snow. Did you see the Facebook Reels? We do a lot of sharing on Facebook if you haven't connected yet. And he's boiling down the snow, and then there's this sediment that's on the bottom. What was all that stuff in the snow? Does anyone know? I got to know these things as well. So when we think all that stuff, eventually it comes in our body. So our body, every once in a while, it wants to clean and purify. There's a lot of pollutants in the world. So we have to be conscious and aware that these pollutants, we got to detox. Noelle is detoxing. Okay, a lot of stuff. Rose is very very aware. Detoxification, very important. All right. I encourage everyone, everyone, every time I meet new people in the gym, I always refer them to my world famous video, How to Reset Your Body for Optimal Health. Do you want to be healthy this year? I encourage everyone to watch that one. All right. Yeah, celery juice, Lacey, is very good as well. If you have the juicer and the patience, but absolutely does. I went through a period of time where I did the celery juicing. Maybe you've had a celery juicing journey as well, but I did do that for a while, and for me to clean slate is easier. I don't really have the patience to do the juicing and the cleaning and buying the juicer and everything. So that's why I share. We all have to, we do trial and error in our life, right? We do trial and error. We figure out what works. All right. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. So I always do intermittent fasting, and every once in a while we have to do extended fasting. And these are decisions. These are the actions that we take. What calls you? Maybe it doesn't call you to fast, right? For me, and I've seen the changes in my body. We're going through these massive changes. Most of the time, okay. So if I take 365, okay, it maybe not for all 365 days, but maybe for about 330 of them, a lot of them, I don't eat breakfast in the morning. Occasionally, I'm with my parents or something. There's a breakfast, there's, certain times, or I take off from the gym. So there's a lot of things that, that you don't feel hungry in the morning, and our bodies are functioning differently we're in new energies right now. Okay. Even with the eyes, I have to utilize the blue blocker glasses. In the eyes, that with all this energy and the changes, and we're kind of sensitive to these things, and that's why, we all want to have, it's better, as I always share, life is so much better when we're all together, other people in our life. I'd be grateful to maybe have a girl. I could look at her face instead of looking at screens, and that was the design. There's a lot of people that are signing up for the metaverse because, everyone's separate from each other. People feel alone. And the more and more screen time is going up, and people are down on themselves, and more of them, they're plugging into the metaverse. It's really it's a rough time. Okay. Daniel writes, if I'm nailing the target, please share the video. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, dude, a lot of guys like me, when you're an awakened man, you're actually alone because you have self-respect. You see what's really going on, and there's a lot of things that are out of balance. So the more awake that you get, you actually find this. So I've shared this over and over again. I have a handful of guy friends. They have a real girl in their life, beautiful, beautiful woman. That's the gold, bro. That's the gold in your life. Right? Not everything is good or bad. You could have a job just to make money, just over broke. And it's not feeding your soul. It's making you feel sick. And then you could have a vocation in life. Then it feeds your soul. That's the gold. To wake up in the rising, and you say, wow, I can't wait to do this. Not work for me. I can't wait to put this out to the universe. The girl makes you want to be a better man. When I coach up guys, I tell them, you want to select the girl. You are the chooser, not the choice, bro. Watch my Stoic Principles videos. Okay. You want to choose the girl that makes you want to be a better man. Because if you're in tune to the energies, you're going to feel like, it just makes me feel like depressed or drained. You just feel the energy just drained from you. And a lot of people in the modern world, they don't get it because they're all on surface level. They don't understand the man like me. They don't understand a man like you, bro. Okay, Daniel got it. Anyone else that wants to comment in the comments, you could write about it. So we're feeling this right now, and we're feeling more and more sensitive. I hear a little bit of a sound outside right now, and I was talking to a few people in the sauna the other night, and going when you're in the city. And you could have grown up there, and now all of a sudden these loud noises, I get terrified. It's like it knocks my nervous system. We don't realize the knock and knock and knock that we're getting on our nervous system. Lily Sunshine, I don't. A lot of people go for like a kitten or a puppy to pacify what's truthfully missing. You could hold that kitten your whole life. You could hold that puppy your whole life. But what we really want in the world, because we're actually humans, is an actual partner. That's what please put the like on the video. I've shared this before, and I see a lot. Listen, I share things how you might be the woman, and you're holding on to the cat. It's just pacifying you, truthfully seeking a true masculine. You're going to want to click subscribe. You're going to want to watch my relationship videos. All this energy is coming to the surface right now. Anyone wants to comment? Listen, I hope that one day, maybe the girl that I have, she also maybe wants the dog. Like that is only pacifying. Everything in life, okay, is coming together. Right, I have a guy friend, and he wants to have the child with the girl, and then we have another mutual friend, and for years, it's always you, it's always the energy that you put out, and she threatens him, and she threatens it, and this is going on for the kid, because there's certain women in the world, they actually just they go for the kid because they use it as a handcuff. It's not true love. So, and I could see this through the relationships that my fellow brothers have. And one is like, he wants to, because they love each other, and it's a product, right? It's always the product of unconditional love. I hope everyone's smashing the like button, because we need unconditional love in the world. And that's the pain. The pain that we feel right now is the lack of unconditional love. I did that video. It's our top video right now when the swans picked up. It's unconditional love. And when you keep choosing fear, and humanity chose fear, and you choose fear. And you choose fear when you take a surface level relationship. You chose fear. You choose fear when you take a job because it's a safe job, or it's about the money, but it's not about your vocation. Every day I put my life on the line. Okay, I got to go out there. I got to do what my soul wants, right? And a lot of people know about my journey. And we are dragging in the money. And I spoke to someone else that is doing this work, and other people. You could see the funds dry up. You got to keep going with this stuff. And it's scary. And that's why I shared in yesterday's video, you're going to have to go on Desperado Plunge, baby. Did you watch yesterday's video? The greatest things, the stories I could tell, the lessons, it comes from family, came from my father. I hope everyone watches that video from yesterday. It's really one of the most powerful videos I've ever done. Desperados Plunge, yeah. It's going to pop up on the screen if you're watching the replay. Debbie1111 writes, great video. You got to go on Desperado Plunge right now. We're all being plunged, okay? And it's cold now, and tomorrow night we're plunging again. We're plunging again. If you're on this, we earlier on, there's going to be people, like talking about the opposite. Are you awake and aware of the time period that we're in? I mean, do you really go? No, a lot of people, they're concerned with the false idols. I got to go to this concert. I got to pacify this, right? I share this, all the real life evidence. There were people that were calling 911 years ago when social media, when Facebook and Instagram went down, they were calling 911, bro. And I was laughing with my fellow coworker teachers at the time. I'm like, wow, it's wild what's happening right now. So we want to get back to the basics. We want to get to what's important in life. And that's why, you might be, I was reading the chat, some of the men that are in this chat right now. That's why it's so weird. A lot of these women, they can't communicate. The communication skills, it's done. It's so wild what's happened with social media. Remember that technology is not good or bad. I, every single day, will show up, even though it doesn't look like this is the top of the top. One day our everyday lives will be the top of the top. And it's because I never gave up. But the social media, the technology, you know, it's what's behind it. I'm going to keep putting out these messages. I'm going to keep doing this stuff. And then there's people that are doing it. You know, they got to Photoshop their body. They got to, you know, do all this other stuff. And they get attention. Social media, I hope someone's got to hear it today. Someone's got to hear it today. Some people love when I go on a rant. Social media is not real life. And I've seen this as well. You know, you want to just talk. You want to talk to a girl. This is not a strange thing, and we all see it. And we all and you try to talk, and they think that you're weird. You think that they're weird because you're you have a real actual soul. You talk. Anyone that wants to comment on this, Lowell writes ding. Carla writes right. You got to wake up. What's going on? Right? Divine Feminine sees it. What's up, Lily? Lily sees it. Tanya Dahl sees it. Look, the chat's blowing up right now. It's crazy, dude. People ask me all the time. They say, "Oh, look at you. Why? I'm single by choice. I'm single because it's a. If you're a person that doesn't fit into this world, it's a good thing that you did not become part of a sick society." Midge writes, "Bingo, dog. What up, dog?" It's just the truth. I speak the truth on this channel. If you're new to me, I teach about the ascension journey. Do you want to become healthy, wealthy, and wise? I appreciate if you click the subscribe button. So, and that's, you know, that's the thing too. So we could see numbers going in the wrong direction. I talked about this the other night. I've gotten to a place where it's like, dude, I don't even know. And this is the quantum. So just like the numbers, maybe your weight was disappearing, right? Your work could be disappearing. And people are saying, "Oh, I can't find you. I can't see you." But what is this? What we are tuned into a quantum reality right now. And that's why we have to cross this bridge of incidents. And in this bottleneck of time, you're going to feel pain. You're going to go through a time period where your body shifts over. Okay. A lot of people know that you replicate cells. You don't have the same cells that you had 7 years ago. But what's happening, we're going through this at an accelerated rate. Okay, you're evolving. You're evolving as we're alive, right? So, what are some things that people feel? I feel this as well. Girl, you ain't alone. I feel it too. Bro, you ain't alone. I feel it too. It's hard when you can't move on with your life. You might be on this. I shared this before. I had big dreams last year. I had all these plans, and everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth, as Tyson said, and you get aggravated. And I could say, you know, a lot of the things happen at an energetic level, right? So the work that I do, I know I'm doing much better work, right? I'm far superior than I was 7 years ago. I've been doing this for 7 years. You could throw up 777s, okay? Put that energy, bless this channel and in this video today with the 777s. But I had to go through the refinement. I had to go on Desperado's Plunge, right? I had to go on Desperado's Plunge with my father. So that is the refinement. So now it happens on a frequency. So I get frustrated. So when I teach, I keep it at 100, and I'm going through this where the collective is going through this right now. I don't sit here and sit kumbaya. I get aggravated. When can I move on with my life? And it's difficult. You have to totally ignore the external reality. Did you watch my world famous video? None of this is real. Oh, you got to check it out. Yeah. None of this is real. None of it's real. So you might feel bored. Like I feel bored. And, you know, I'm grateful to come on, but like, I'm an explorer, right? I'm always, you know, I want to go on to the next thing. I want to have new experiences, and you might get bored, and you might ask yourself the question, this is all that we're here for? This is all that we're here for? Okay. Are you having this internal dialogue? Are you reflecting? Are you feeling the pain? You got to listen carefully to the message. Are you feeling the pain? You feel the pain, and then you self-reflect, and you say, this is all we're here for? No, there's got to be more to this. I can't loop again. I can't loop this cycle anymore. I can't do this cycle over and over. I can't keep reporting to this building anymore for this job. I can't be alone anymore. Or I can't be in this worthless relationship, surface level relationship. I'm getting drained. I'm just scared. I'm scared to leave it. It's always fear versus unconditional love. Every decision I've given this to the community. Okay, every decision you make in 2026, you're going to stop. You're going to stop. And am I making this decision out of fear or out of unconditional love? Dee Dee writes, so right, Michael. Rye writes, facts. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate the beautiful words. Okay. So you have to really get inside. You got to stop and you got to say, am I making this out of fear or unconditional love? Are you reflecting? Are you feeling the pain? And sometimes God's going to put you in a timeout. The wilderness. Yeah. Doesn't mean you sit in the wilderness forever. And that's the problem with people. So if you're on this channel and you show up every day, take the Our Everyday Lives challenge, show up for 3 months in your life. You might be on a brand new timeline. I teach the truth about things. Some people go out on spirituality and they go over the top. Wilderness is a season. You're not supposed to be alone forever. Okay? Detox is a thing. You don't eat detox like your whole life. Do you understand? Like there's people that just, they go over the top with some of these things. If you want to comment about that, and then they put in the power outside of them or a label or something else. It's called spiritual bypassing. So Earth Angel Fire, that's one of the things I appreciate you bringing it up. So I talk about gratitude, but then I have to reflect too. And we all have to reflect. Like I'm able to do that. And I could say like, oh, it could be worse than this, or I could be like, I always find the gratitude. Oh, it's what I've been sharing. And I've been going live on Facebook as well. It's cold here, but it could be, I have to be grateful and I have to do this because it's colder, somewhere else. So I'm just utilizing that as an example. So there might be something in your life and it could be finances, relationships, so on and so forth. You could say, oh, it could be worse than this. You could say, oh, I'm alone, but it could be so much worse if you're trapped with the narcissist, the covert narcissist in a relationship. But then you got to say, no, I'm worthy of, I'm deserving of true unconditional love from a relationship. I hope that resonates with people because you say, oh, I'm grateful I'm alone. It's so wild what I hear. I get this, Mike, thank God I'm single, right? With the finances. There people say, thank God I'm single. This is the world. Please put a like on this video. I get the feedback from the people. I have guys that tell me, Mike, thank God I'm single. Isn't that weird? Isn't that wild? This is where we live right now. Someone's got to share this today. I get people that tell me, Mike, thank God I'm single. Isn't that totally backwards? Isn't that the extinction of humanity, of separation? That's so wild. Thank God I'm single because they don't have, the money is so tight. They're afraid. It's so wild. I'm just giving feedback. Celestial Gatekeeper. Let's open up those gates today. Gatekeeper. I appreciate that. Love is all we need, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat, Celestial Gatekeeper. Let's open them wide today. Let's open the gates. The gates of heaven are opening up today. And we're seeing this. We're seeing this in everyday life. And we have to start saying, you know what? We are creators of the reality. We are worthy of so much more. We don't want drama, BJ Prickett, absolutely. We don't want drama. Ren Starlight, you should watch my video on Disclosure Day 2026. Did you watch my video on Disclosure Day 2026? You should check it out if you haven't. Lisa Patterson, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Lisa writes, love is the answer. It's always the answer. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for that. Very grateful. No, love is the answer. I think a lot of people don't understand what love is. And it's so wild, you know, like you could say, like, and I've seen people, I can't say that. Like I'll tell a total stranger, I love you. You know, if I feel the energy. You might also feel the energy of people. You got to stay away from them. You got to get your clairs up. If you're an empath, you could feel like I could totally love like a total, like, because maybe there's someone from your past lives or a soul family or soul connection. And, you know, people might, you know, gaslight that, right? They might have to click subscribe for 20 minutes just so they could troll you in the comment section. You got to get a life, bro. Whoever that is. Isn't it wild? It's so wild. But again, what I do here, I try to make you a better person. And again, no one is going to save you. You got to save yourself, man. Fit Brit writes, I love this community. We are all going to be fit Brit this year. Yeah, we have to be mentally fit, not just physically fit. We have to be spiritually fit. Some people are spiritually lost. You have to be strong spiritually at this time. Okay? And it's actually the most important, because if you're strong spiritually and mentally, the physical body is actually a representation of what you got going on inside. I've shared this with the community many times. Tiger Lily. Oh, I love Tiger Lily. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Tiger Lily writes, unconditional love is the key. We hold all the keys. We hold all the keys to the kingdom, baby. I'm very grateful for the support, Tiger Lily. Very grateful. Shawnee Dawn, thank you so much for the super chat. This is towards the goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so grateful, Shawnee. Thank you so much. We are back on the air. I appreciate that. Keeps us going. Yeah, and you know what? We have to, like, I put things out to the universe. We all put things out to the universe, and we don't realize where it's going to come from. Lily YG, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. We keep it at 100. I appreciate the 100. Yeah, we got to throw up the 100s, because we have to keep it at 100. And I'm here to tell you, bro. I'm here to tell you, sis. When you keep it at 100, you might trigger people. You might trigger people so bad that they have to click subscribe and sit there for 20 minutes just to troll. You see how excited I get? I don't get upset about that. I say, wow. And I love to give the real life examples as they come in. The chat is laughing right now. Angie 3333333. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm new here, sending blessings to all. I'm so grateful for you being here, Angie. I appreciate if you share this channel with your friends. The grassroots movement is the most powerful of all. If you're new, right, it allows others to find us. If you could share it, on your Facebook, or maybe text it. So even if you just have one friend, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful. The poet who knows it writes, that's so funny. It's so wild, you know. But that's how I become their God. Yeah. I'm your God, bro. What do you mean? Because they have to give all their energy, all their currency, all their attention to Daddy. Hi. I'll never forget this stuff. You know, we're live on the air. You got to understand this. There's a setting, right? So, like, to get rid of, so that trolls don't troll. So I give transparency on this channel. I set it so that you have to be a subscriber for 20 minutes to comment. So for that to happen, the guy's got to click subscribe. He's got to sit there. He's got to get angry. Sit there for 20 minutes. Sit there like this. This is what's going on. And then he writes. And he writes all the comments. So this is what you got to be a productive member of society. Do you want to be a productive member of society like your Uncle Mike? You click subscribe, not just for 20 minutes so you could troll, but so that you could get daily videos at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I love to teach what really goes on in society. You will always know them by their fruits. And, if you're a divine feminine, if you select people like that, you got to stay away from drama, especially if it's a dude and he's obsessed with drama. I see it on Facebook a lot. I do love Facebook. Connect on Facebook. I sit back, I watch, like Kermie. I love Kermie. Cliff actually has a tremendous Facebook. He likes to put the funny memes up. I love you, Cliff. No, this is a real community here. We got the real stuff. I will not pay the toll, troll. I love that. I love the community. Daytona Dream Girl. We need the Dream Girls coming in. I appreciate that. 1111. No, this is just the truth here on this channel. So I'm so grateful for everyone. Grateful for everyone that supported the channel last couple weeks. Thank you for Jesse Tucker, Marla Parker, Elisa Bianca, Lisa Caswell, Jane Markey, and Becky Drew. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. Thank you so much. Very grateful for everyone that supports. I saw that Earth Angel fire. I saw this whole thing with the chick that hangs out with him, and they said it's a meme on Facebook. And it's like you spent all this gas to go up for 2 minutes in the upper stratosphere, and then you go and you yell at people to that they're polluting the earth or something like that. So some of the things you got to know them by their fruits. You got to sit back. You got to watch these things. You got to realize what's going on. I think a lot of people. I got a beautiful comment the other day. Hypocrisy. It's crazy, the hypocrisy in the world. Do you see it? Shawnee Dawn, thank you so much for the super chat. Troll goals, LOL. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so grateful. Emily writes, be the observer. Sometimes we just have to observe in life. I've been observing. You got to sit back. You got to observe. And when you're the observer, okay, like in a modern society, some people just got to like be the loudmouth. Sometimes you got to sit quietly and observe. My mother had a great quote she found. And the quote is, be sure brain is in gear before engaging mouth. Oh, that was a big one. That's a big, how many people love that one? Be sure brain is in gear before engaging mouth. Make sure it's in the right gear. Okay. Tiger Lily, I'm very grateful for the super chat. I love you. I love that hippo. Kimby writes, amen. Yeah. Brain heart coherence, Rose writes. Brain heart it's all about brain heart coherence. So, and that's what I was talking about before. Make sure before you make a decision, are you doing it out of fear, anger? I'm so angry. I am so angry at this godly man. I am going to click subscribe. I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes and then I'm going to bomb all these nasty comments in his chat. I need the world to hear this. It's funny. The more that I teach this stuff, and I point it out, our family does a lot of pointing. I don't know if you noticed that. We do a lot of pointing. We point things out to the world. We point it out. So this is what goes on. And, I love to take these things. So, but the thing is, this is the pain. So what are we doing with the pain? Are we creating with the pain? Okay. Kim writes, observe, don't absorb, right? I could observe it. You could observe it. We could laugh, clown. Oh, come on, laugh. Bugs Bunny. Do you know about Bugs Bunny? Bugs Bunny teaches us about the spiritual awakening journey. He teaches us about the narcissist. Okay. I've depicted that with Yosemite Sam. If you know Yosemite Sam, Bugs Bunny would always get him to destroy himself. I love Bugs Bunny. Sean writes, what's up, Doc? What up, Doc? Oh, it's tremendous, Bugs Bunny. Again, my father had to teach me. He said, you got to watch Bugs Bunny with me. Got to watch Bugs Bunny. And yeah, I could do videos on Bugs Bunny. You know, it's it's so true. So this is where we are, and yeah, we got to get sunshine in our life. Sunshine does bring happiness. We need happiness in our life. We need love. Tommy loves Bugs Bunny. Okay, we love these things. We love our everyday lives. We're putting out the love to the universe. So I'm grateful for the community support. Would you put some love on this video by clicking the love button? They call it the like button, but we could call it the love button. And by doing so, it sends a notification to the algorithms to say, hey, you know what? This video can help millions of people. Let's get it out there. Maybe you're a person that likes to share stuff. I appreciate if you share my stuff. We're boots on the ground in this community. And if you feel like reality's moving backwards, if you feel pain and you're feeling this, and you might have been a person that you might have had, you felt like you were sick and you lost weight and you're going through all this, it's a massive shakeup that's happening. And your cells, everything you're changing. You're changing at a deep energetic level. And all of those trillions of cells at 1.4 volts, you have trillions of volts of electricity that courses through you. You're much more powerful than you were led to believe. And we all are conscious creators. And I hope that everyone watches yesterday's video. If you didn't happen to get it, it's really one of the most powerful videos I've ever done. We got to take Desperado's plunge. You know, my father taught me the greatest things in life. And and that message needs to be heard by the world. You know, so it's so important that that you're not always comfortable, that you take the plunge. And we've really taken the plunge. Last year, going into this year, we're going from 9 to 1. Anyone that's new, we're going from 9, right? The 9, you had to end the old, we had to clear out the old, and now we have the new, the 1. So we're having these in intervals, both at the same time, picking up 2 different frequencies, like if you're driving in the car and you're picking up 2 radio stations. So that's why it's quantum chaos. It's not the easiest of times, but collectively, we're greater than the sum of our parts, and we could put out a constructive interference wave, and let's do it today. And let's do it today. So I love you all. Self-confidence rights, absolutely. The 1111s are blowing up in the chat. I appreciate all of you. And leave a comment and really, really listen to yesterday's video. It's really going to be powerful for you on your journey. It's what we're all going through right now. It's going to help us level up for the breakthrough. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I appreciate that. Anchor it down. Let's anchor it down today, guys. I appreciate you guys. Bye for now.